everyone, it's Taylor here with BreakOut Studios online classes. We're getting ready for some pointe technique this morning, so I still got to get on my shoes. So I'll get some music playing while I'm putting on my shoes. Get yourself time to maybe get your boots on, get warmed up, get stretched, find something to hang on to, and we'll get going probably in about a couple minutes or so. We'll go ahead and get started now that it took me so long to put on my shoes. So before we begin, I had this kind of cool dream last night. I got put back into the Nutcracker. They just like Taylor, we need you. Like someone's injured. You have to go in. You have to do a snow scene and waltz the flowers. And I was like, all right. And I remembered all the choreography from many years ago. And I was doing quadruple and triple pirouettes on stage. I woke up and I was like, it's usually the dreams I have where they throw me into Nutcracker. I'm like, I don't remember the choreography. Wait, no, I'm out of shape. I can't do it. So anyways, it was a cool dream last night. So hopefully it'll continue here in this pointe class. So we're gonna start ahead with our usual warm up. We'll have our, and now I'm getting lost between what warm ups I usually do in this class versus another one I teach. But if this is not the normal one, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start out with 8 prances on our right leg. So 1 and 2, this is right, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we have our plie, roll through, keeping those heels and ankles glued together and down. Reverse the roll through, over, plie, and stretch. And then 8 prances with our left leg. 1, up 2, up 3, up 4 and 5, prance 6, prance 7, prance 8, plie, heels peel up, Our goal is to try to leave our heels where they are as we straighten the knees to not fall back. And down, press up and over, plie. Rotate to first and straighten the knees. And then first and second are different. Demi and point and demi and down and demi. Push over the box, demi and down. Other leg and point, demi and down. Demi, push over, demi and down. And then plie, roll through like in parallel. Reverse the roll through, plie. Stretch, plie, roll through again. And reverse the roll through. So we do it twice. Time to do second. Same thing as in first. Half point, full point, half point down. Half point, push over that box. Same thing with the other side. And then our roll throughs in a second position now. Reverse the roll through again, and reverse the roll through. Remember in second, we want kind of a narrower second, not a second we're going to do a grand plie in, so we can get over those boxes. So really using this combination to really feel that separation between all of your toe and foot joints and ligaments and muscles to really articulate through the shoe, through your foot, so it's not just a cramped foot inside that shoe. So starting in parallel, 8 prances, roll through, reverse, and then we do it to the left. All right, here we go. Pointe shoes, but it is something to think about for flat as well. I want you to be aware of how you're rolling up onto Pointe. I was scrolling Instagram yesterday and I saw this ballet kind of a physical therapist page, And there was a really nice picture. I'm not sure if you can get a good look right now, but she had a picture of someone rising up onto releve just on flat. And what the wrong way was, and it was just slight, was that the person would roll towards their big toe and then come up towards their big toe to kind of get that nice winged line. And the correct way was the person just rolled up. There was a little X drawn on their ankle, and you want to keep that X over your second toe, over your second metatarsal. So then rolling up, keeping that ankle over that second metatarsal and coming back down that way too. So a lot of times in pointe shoes, we kind of have the tendency to roll up. I'm totally exaggerating just so you can see, but to roll up kind of this way to get that nice line, and that tells us that the backs of our legs aren't engaged and strengthened. Yeah, so we want to engage the backs of the legs as we roll up. And if there was an X, kind of where your elastics crisscross, if you do that, or where your ribbons crisscross, keeping that over your second metatarsal as you come up and as you come down as well. It takes a lot of strength in the backs of the legs, and it will save your toe joints as well. All right, so with that being said, let's do another little releve exercise. So being aware of how we're rolling up in our shoe. So we've seen this one before. 4 plie releves. Plie, releve, not too fast. Stand up. 3 and 4. 4 straight. Up, down, up, keeping that ankle over the second metatarsal. 7, 8. Just the toes, and toes, and toes, and toes. Little balance, and hold. Plie, tendu, repeat, and second. Plie, releve. 4 times. 3 and 4, and straight. Legged, elevate. 3 and 4, just the toes. And 2 and 3 and 4, little balance. And 6, plie, tendu first. And then part B of the combination with the same music will have those peppier releves. And 1 and 2 and hold. And a 1 and 2 and hold. And a 1 and 2 and hold. Try to control down for 2, tendu, and second. And an up, up, and strengthen. And up, up, solid, and up, and hold. Lower straight, 2, tendu, and first. Yeah, so part A is 4 plie releves, 4 straight-legged eleves, 4 just the toes, trying to keep the heels where they are, and it's just that's toe isolation. And then lower down, or sorry, balance, tendu second. Same thing in second. And then part B is 3 sets of 3 releves. Up, 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 lower down, tendu second. Yeah. So again, really making sure we have that crisscross of our ribbons over our second metatarsal. We're not rolling in our ankle. All right, here we go. Slow first, plie up, down, up, keep the chest lifted, core engaged. Now straight, up, over that second metatarsal, just the toes, up, toes, up, toes, push, toes. Now feel a little balance. Part B. All right, here we go. 3 releves, faster, and up, up, hold, relaxed. And third set. Lower controlled. Tendu second. And up, up, up. Keep your chest lifted. Don't hunch over the bar. Last time. Lower controlled. Tendu and first. Good. Alright. We did that one. We did all the releve, so stretch out your feet. Something is messing up with my, well, alright. So this next one we've also seen before. I like doing some repeats from various classes so we can focus more on what we need to work on unless I'm trying to remember the combination. But if you don't remember this one, then it's a whole new combo for you. So wins either way. So this one you have the option of doing it one hand on the bar. If you're a little bit more experienced on Pointe, you've been doing, maybe you've done some center in your Pointe shoes, you can do a one-legged releve fine at the bar or in center. And then if you're not quite as experienced on Pointe, a little bit more newer in your journey with Pointe, we can do this with two hands facing the bar. So I'll show it with one hand first, and then it'll just be the same thing, kind of with two hands just facing the bar. So if you have one hand facing the bar, we do have a little port de bras action with our side arm. 7 and 8. Arm comes down and up as we go bounce, bounce, sous, sous, 4 dégagés. 1, 2, 3, 4. And bounce, bounce, sous, sous, change. And 4 dégagés on Pointe. Bounce, bounce, sous, sous. And 4 dégagés. And passe. And sous, and passe, and sous. The music will have a little pause, it stops. So just use that pause to get around to the other side, and then it'll start on its own. Yeah, and if you're facing the bar, you'll just have a little extra time to sous. Yeah, that's right. So while they're facing the bar, one more time. Down, and these bounces are to get your weight over that ball of your foot. Not lifting the heel, but weight over the ball of your foot. So weight over the ball of your foot and up. Inner thighs interlock together here and grow taller with 4 dégagés and 4. Side, side, we change back. 4 dégagés on Pointe. Same arm each time. 4 dégagés. Passe with a little lift in the elbow, passe and down, and the music will stop. Yeah, so either facing the bar, up, 4 dégagés, front, side, back, and then to the left, or with one hand on the bar using a little port de bras. So there's a lot of time that we're on Pointe here, so don't sink into the shoes. Lift up, out of it for those dégagés. Grow taller out of your shoes. All right, here we go. Where did it go? Let me make sure this is the right music. No, that's not it. There we go. Bounce, bounce, up. Okay. All right, here we go. And we have bounce, bounce, sous, and 4 dégagés, and bounce, bounce, sous, back, and 4 dégagés, don't lean back, bounce, bounce, sous, and 4 dégagés, passe, down, passe, the music will pause, and other side, here we go to the left. Down, down, up, and 4, don't lean back, down, down, up, and 4, passe, down, passe, down, and soon you around, and finish, another combination working on the same thing, kind of relevating up from one leg onto two legs. This one will be a little new. So, before I demonstrate this one, another thing to keep in mind for these one leg releves up to two, really make sure this is technically a one-legged releve. So whatever leg you're pressing up onto is doing all the work, and then the working leg just kind of comes in at the very last minute. Yeah, so if I have a slide out like we just did up to Susu, this supporting leg is doing all the work, and then this leg comes in, and then I put weight on it. What I don't want to do, and what's a really tempting and very common mistake, is I go almost all the way up, and then I use this working leg to kind of push myself up for that last little bit. And that's not doing us any favors when we start doing one-legged releves in center. We need that strength. So I do all those toe exercises of just the last little bit of that releve. That makes it different from flat shoes to point shoes. So really be aware of that for this one. Okay, so we're in fifth. We have a little plie rond de jambe, su, su. Rond de jambe, su, su. And rond de jambe, su, su. Passe, and su, su. Fondu. Pique pas de bourrée, down. And pique pas de bourrée, and down. And pique pas de bourrée, su, su. Little balance and hold. To the left, rond in a plie, and up. The right leg does all the work here, and up. And rond, up. Passe, lift. Fondu, still grow taller. And up, up. Fondu. Coupe pas de bourrée, fondu. Coupe pas de bourrée, su, su. Little test your balance, and we'll finish there. Yeah, so really making sure we're getting up all the way, not letting our rond de jambe leg kind of hoist us up for that last little bit. All right, here we go. Keeping the weight over the ball of our foot, even as this rond de jambe is taking that energy out. Here we go. And so I wanted to do a whole lot of these today, so now we're going to do that same combination. We're going to reverse it. If the reverse gets too confusing, feel free to just do what we just did. But so reversing it now. So now we have back to the front, front to the back, back to the front, passe, su-su, fondu, and a coupe. Then we have coupe to the back, coupe back, back, fondu front. Coupe back, back, fondu front, coupe back, back, su-su back. Test your balance. And then we go to the left. Rond and up, rond, up, passe, fondu front. Coupe, down. Pique, pas de bourrée in the back. Pique, pas de bourrée, su-su, and feel your balance. So the trickiest kind of reverse is that these pique pas de bourrées come through back. Wait. Back, back, fondu front. Yeah. All right, here we go. One more time. Strengthening those feet. back, to the front, front, to the back, back, to the front. Opposition here with that passe, fondue front. Coupe back, back, fondue, back, back, fondue front, back, back, sous-sus. Feel your balance. And back, up to the front. Watch that supporting knee, tracking over the toes. Opposition here, passe. Back, back, fondue, back, back, fondue, back, back, sous-sus, and finish, good. Got a little lost there, but let's try this pied pas de bras, the reverse version. So one thing that I just caught myself doing, now that my leg was in the back instead of the front, I let my ribs open out and put my weight back where my foot is. So you can't let that happen. So try that with a fondue to the front. Fondue to the front here. We're gonna have coupe back, weight forward, and down. Coupe back, weight forward, and down. Good. What is happening? Something's... Well, hopefully it's nothing. What is that? I once felt something in my shoe during rehearsal, and I took off my shoes, and there was a needle in there from when I was sewing. So now whenever I feel something in my shoe, I'm like, is it a needle? So I don't think it's a needle, but that was kind of a scary rehearsal. All right, moving on to some échappés now. Okay, so this one, we'll have our right foot in front. So we'll have plie, échappé, plie, relevé, plie, relevé, no change, échappé, change. Out, plie, relevé, plie, relevé, no change, échappé, change. One échappé, sous-sus, one échappé, sous-sus, 1/4, and second, and fourth, sous-sus, plie. And then we start to the left. So, échappé, plie, relevé, no change, one échappé, change. Out, plie, relevé, no change, échappé, change. One échappé, sous-sus, one échappé, sous-sus, and fourth, and second, and fourth, plie, sous-sus. So we got it all in there. We got the échappé relevés, we got our scooping sous-sus, we got our échappés in fourth, échappés in second, yeah. With this fourth échappé, here's the time where we don't want that our ankle to be over our second toe. Here's the time where we can kind of shape the foot, yeah? So when we're in this fourth, we don't want to have the full box of the foot on the floor. It creates a sickle line. So now we want to be more winged over that big toe for that fourth position, échappé. Yeah, so one more time. Oh my God, what is in here? One of Polar's treats or something? I don't know. So, échappé, plie, relevé, no change, échappé, change. Échappé, plie, relevé, no change, échappé, change. Échappé, plie, sous-sus, échappé, plie, sous-sus, fourth, second, fourth, sous-sus, plie. And then we start to the left. So the plie is on the and, so we're out on the one. All right, here we go, right and left. Plie, out, plie, relevé, plie, échappé, change. Out, plie, change. Échappé, plié, sous-sous. Échappé, plié, sous-sous. Fourth, second, fourth, sous-sous to the left. Out, plié, relevé, relevé. Échappé, change. Out, relevé. Fifth, change. Out, sous-sous. Out, sous-sous. Fourth, second, fourth, sous-sous. Finish. Good. All right. Hopefully you got the right side to that. There was an apple stem in my shoe. So not a needle, but all right. We have two more combinations here at the bar. This one is a piqué up to sous-sous. I forgot to say at the beginning of class, if you're using a chair, you might want to grab two together real quickly. We just kind of need a short space. All we're going to be doing is piqué sous-souing side to side. So you don't need a ton of room, but just something, if you have a small chair, it won't really work. So if you can put two together, that'll be fine. If you have a countertop or a bar, then you'll be set. So let me hear with the music first before I just go at it. All right, so we have some one-legged relevés here as well in coupe, some coupe changes. So if those get too much for you, just know when they show up, you're welcome to do just two plié, sous-sous, sous-sous instead of a coupe change. But I'll go through that again as well. So starting with our right foot front, starting more towards the left side of your bar, so you can travel that first one. Plié, out, sous-sous, and hold, plié, out. Sous-sous, and hold, 3 times. Sous-sous, and hold, plié, coupe. Fifth, coupe, fifth. Or plié, out. Sous-sous, hold, out. Sous-sous, hold, out. Sous-sous, hold, plié, sous-sous, plié. Yeah, so either coupe relevés or two sous-sous. The reason I made this slower, we have time to hold here, is A, if you're more of a beginner, you have more time to kind of situate yourself. But if you're more advanced, what I challenge you to do with this is when we come to sous-sous, try to see if you're, unlike that, try to see if you're on your balance right away. So we have a little balance here. So just like if we were to do this in the center, sous-sous, are you on your balance? Yeah, so kind of feel that as well. So one more time, plié, 1, sous-sous, and hold, plié, sous-sous, hold, plié, sous-sous, hold, plié, coupe, fifth, coupe, plié, or sous-sous, plié, sous-sous, plié. We'll do it 4 times, right, left, left. Don't lean back, out, sous-sous, hold, yeah. All right, here we go. Out, sous-sous, out, sous-sous, out, sous-sous, plié, coupe, out, sous-sous, inner thighs, out, sous-sous, inner thighs, out, sous-sous, plié, coupe, change, again, out, sous-sous, out, sous-sous, out, sous-sous, coupe, change, or sous-sous, out, sous-sous, out, sous-sous, out, sous-sous, up, finish, good. All right, moving on. Actually, you know what? Let's take our bar away. We're gonna do a little tendu exercise in center instead. So We're done with the bar. We'll do a little bit of a tendu stuff here in center. So let me find the music here. On fox, adding a little épaulement, arms in third here for some opposition. We'll have tendu, plie, roll through, push to point, and close, and in, pas de cheval, fit. Tendu, plie, push to point, no, change, and change, pas de cheval, and fit. To the back, plie, and push, oh my gosh, and fit, and in, pas de cheval, and fit, and passe, up, and fit, and passe, up, and fit to the left. Yeah, so those passes are hard if we're rolling on our ankle, or if we allow our working hip to go with that knee, then it's really hard to balance on that smaller surface area of our point shoe. Yeah, so to the left, tendu, plie, and point, fit, and two, quickers, pas de cheval on your leg. Out, plie, point, don't change, two, tendu, stay up on your leg, pas de cheval, and fit. To the back, plie, use your inner thighs, fit, and in, pas de cheval, fit, arms just stay side, a little elbow action here, passe, and down, oh, passe, and down. So my dream's not coming true of my amazing balance and pirouettes, but that's fine. All right, here we go, our last thing. And right foot front on fox. 7, 8, out, plie, point, and in, on your leg, pas de cheval. Out, plie, point, don't change, fit, pas de cheval, to the back. Out, plie, point, and in, pas de cheval. Good. So one thing, hopefully you didn't struggle as much as I did, but if you did, let's work on this real fast. For these passe changes, one thing I remembered, our theme of class. Make sure we think about that second metatarsal staying glued down to the floor. In addition to thinking of pulling up in our core, not letting that working hip lift, the backs of the legs engaged. In addition to all of that, think about your base to make sure we're not rolling on that small surface area of that shank. So really feel your second toe, your second metatarsal, anchoring down to reduce that wobble and create less effect up here. So try that second toe, anchor down, arms just to the side, feel that passe, anchoring, and down, and other side. Second metatarsal, anchoring down, and fifth. So if we apply all that with, you know, all this stuff that needs to be engaged, that base, sometimes you forget about that as well, and then it becomes more difficult up here to fix it. So Anyways, we got through Pointe class. Our bar, a little difficult. I thought it was difficult. Tandu and center. Have a nice rest of your Monday. Make sure to stretch out your feet, your metatarsals roll on a tennis ball. And I'll see you next Monday. Yeah. Bye everyone, thank you.